winning, can't nobody hold it. Can't nobody. We winning, yeah. We winning, yeah. We winning, can't nobody hold me, yeah.
This story just keeps getting crazier and crazier. You'll never believe this. It looks like, well, according to court documents, Alex Spiro, who was the lawyer that Jay-Z hired to help get 21 Savage out of his whole ICE deportation case that we reported on a few months ago, has officially joined Tekashi 6ix9ine's defense team. He was also, added, to people like Lance Lazzaro, Don Florio, and a few other high-powered attorneys that are trying to get Tekashi 6ix9ine off of that racketeering case, weapons charges he's facing. Now, we know through court documents, that Tekashi 6ix9ine pretty much is cooperating with authorities, giving them any piece of information that they need. Pretty much, this dude is an agent, fed, whatever you want to call it. They might as well, put him on a payroll at this point. But a lot of people are really concerned about this because they're saying, what the heck does Jay-Z's lawyer have to do with trying to get Tekashi 6ix9ine off? Now, when you look at it, it looks all types of crazy, but you really can't blame Jay-Z for this because it's just the attorney that he hired, a high-powered attorney. He can't determine, or I'm sure he would have been like, yo, don't go deal with no rats. But the attorney's going to go where the bag is. He's going to do what he has to do. This is a crazy. I wish this would have happened a day ago. We would have covered this topic on the podcast, but I definitely want to hear what y'all got to say in the comment section. Now, all but the 11 people charged with the Tekashi case have pleaded guilty. Just to give you an update on that. And again, they said that they're going to be trying to look to give him as much leniency as possible, which could include him probably even leaving jail if he continued to cooperate. Now, that hasn't been, confirmed, but they have been putting information out saying, look, man, that you keep giving information, we're going to recommend to the judge that, look, you slap this guy on the wrist, take something off his sentence because he's, working with us now. You know what I mean? He was on camera talking all that stuff, running around with these guys. As soon as the heat got put on him, he started squealing like a pig. Now, 6ix9ine's federal racketeering case is set to go to trial September the 4th. So, we're going to definitely at that time, which is only a few months away, see the outcome of that particular case and what happens. But yeah, man, once again, this is crazy. When I see this, I'm like, yo, this is crazy right here. Jay-Z's lawyer, or the lawyer that Jay-Z hired to get 21 Savage out of his old immigration deportation situation, has been added to Tekashi 6ix9ine's legal team to try to get him out of that. Now, Tekashi obviously is looking to get out of the situation, so he's trying to get the best possible lawyer. I'm hoping that Jay-Z doesn't have anything to do with this. I'm hoping that it's just his lawyer and he didn't say nothing or whatever. Or, I just hope that Jay-Z is not like, all right, go here. We need you to get him next. I just hope. But let me know what y'all think in the comment section. I already know y'all going to go wild with this one. Y'all going to tell me, Jay-Z's this, Jay-Z's that. But I love listening to the people, to get the voice of the people, to see what the people, because y'all make this thing, the channel and whatnot, go by subscribing, liking, engaging the content and everything. But I definitely got to hear what y'all say. Also, if you can, do not forget to subscribe to this channel. Hit the notification bell for all videos. We drop videos damn near every day, man. And go ahead and like the video. And please share this video. Y'all got to spread this news. Your brother, old guy. Hip-hop news. Uncensored. We getting it in, man. As a bonus, as a treat, I'm going to give y'all a little bit of our podcast on the end of this video right here. Y'all can check it out.
Rocky,
let me know what you think, man. All
right,
man.
Now, ASAP Ferg put a video out on IG. I'm gonna play his video. Then we're gonna get into the situation of ASAP Rocky being locked up over there in Sweden, man. It's crazy. Here's ASAP Ferg.
A lot of people ask me about the status on Rocky and all of the homies. Man, Rocky's stuck in a bad situation right now. But we staying positive. We're gonna get through it. We got lawyers. We reaching out to politicians. Anybody who got any type of connections to any politicians out there in Sweden, anybody reach out. And I appreciate all the love and support from everybody. I appreciate all of y'all. A lot of people ask me about the status.
All right, so that's a video from is there another portion here? Let me see.
I think that was it.
That's it. Okay. Yeah, that's cool. So that's ASAP Ferg putting out a video. Now we're hearing that, you know, pretty much he's over there, and we thought that since it was Sweden, that it was like some tinsel town, you know, nice out there, not even no bars. But we're hearing that he's in some pretty third world country type conditions in the jail. You know, I'm not even fit for animals. Sam, man, what do you think about this, man? Because you actually seen more, you know, the full videotape of what went down. So what do you think about this, man?
Well, we've been wanting to talk about this for a couple of days now, but we've been just so loaded with stuff, and I guess we just been missing it. Now it's coming up to the point where it's looking serious for that brother, and talented rapper out there in Sweden on a European tour. And it was a situation where I guess they had two hecklers that was just bothering them. They're trying to go throughout the city. They're bothering them, badgering them for 2 hours at a time. And it just came to a halt. I was also hearing that the guys were harassing females and just doing a bunch of disrespectful stuff. Came to a halt. ASAP Rocky got enough of it. And from what the camera shows, you see homeboy getting thrown in the street and then getting rolled out. And then that clip gets thrown on various outlets, the outlets that love that kind of stuff. And now we're seeing him sit behind bars for, they're saying, at least 2 weeks, third world country conditions, not knowing what his situation is. Good guy, good situation that it was in, and now he may do some serious time in an international jail.
Right.
Holy shit.
Right.
How did this happen?
Yeah, and they're saying, like, you know, the most could be 6 years. Now, I did just receive an update that the U.S. Department of Justice is now, you know, monitoring this case, whatever that means. You know what I mean? So get that man out.
Say, go get his ass out.
Now, how do you feel, though, Sandman, though, about T.I. and I think a few other people said, look, man, we're not going over there to perform in Sweden no more. We're not dealing with Sweden. How you feel about that?
Good, I guess. Yeah, that's cool. They're out here, I guess, doing what they got to do on social media. They do on social media. Just get him out.
Right.
Like, go ahead and not perform there after. Damn, putting it out there. Just talk collectively amongst each other and just don't go out there. Fuck their money up.
Right.
But get that man out. Like, that's the only focus right now should be getting ASAP Rocky out of prison, out of that jail. When you look at what he did, let's talk about what he did, because there'll be a lot of people that just argue on that because the video don't look good. And I want to break that down into pieces. People that dropped the video, people that promoted the video, and then just do what happened actually in the video. Through dude, manhandle him like obviously he could. Do you put blame on ASAP Rocky, even though, and let's put this into the situation, 2 hours being heckled, seeing females get disrespected, how much can a man take? And now he's on camera.
Could have tore his ass up. He should have did it. If that was the case, and, you know, 2 hours, like, I mean, how much restraint should you have? You know what I mean? Like, and then you talk about being heckled, somebody running you down. He's lucky he didn't get shot. Let's just keep it a buck. I mean, a lot of these, you know, security details is armed and they're not taken. You know, everything has to be looked. When you look at situations like Nipsey, Chink Drugs, and other people who have got killed in their hometown, everything, you know, has to be taken serious. Every threat has to be taken serious. So, you know, there's a petition out right now that has 130,000 signatures right now on change.org for ASAP Rocky to be released. But another thing is the prisons over there, which that was crazy because I remember seeing a documentary. I could have swore Sweden had some of the best prisons, but I'm guessing, you know what I mean? Maybe they just put him in the black one over there but you know, this is sad. I do, however, you know, see him, you know, getting out of this situation, hopefully. I mean, again, it's a whole nother country, a whole nother jurisdiction. And it's just, man, I'm not really surprised, to be honest, though, with you, man.
Nah, the day and age we live in, I think will help us in this situation where it's just going to be so much attention on it. They're just going to let him go ahead and do his thing. Yeah. Probably not be allowed back in the country, lose his rights to go in the country. Fuck, I don't want to come back anymore.
Exactly.
And I think we'll eventually see him out of this. But as we talk about it, we could say that it's going to end soon, but it's seconds going by for him. This feeling like years. So just get him out of there as fast as possible. Go ahead and pay your fine for beating up that heckler and keep it moving, man. And I agree with you. Oh God, I would have did the same thing. 2 hours is enough time.
Because like at the first 5 minutes, I'm like, dog, yo, if you come over here again,
he's a threat.
Yeah.
And I'm putting him to sleep.
Right. And again, you know, we were kind of chilling in our pre-production, kind of talking about the ASAP Rocky. We were like, you know, maybe he could have avoided it. Maybe he should have. But I didn't realize, that's a long time, you know, and, you know, when you're in other countries and there's different laws and everything. But I don't care where I am. Like, you're going to stand your ground. I don't care if I'm in Africa, Sweden, you know, Jamaica, I'm standing my ground.